if I need to write an equation for a tangent line. Two things. Point and slope, right? So we've got our point right here. That one's done. So 1 1/2. And then we still need our slope. So to do my slope, I've got to do what? Derivative. So how do I take the derivative of something that looks like this? Yep, you got to do that quotient rule, right? That low d high minus high d low. So low is this part. This is the same as x to the half. So if this is x to the half, how do I take the derivative? There we go. So that's our low d high minus high d low. So what's d low? 2x. And then I put it over what? Bottom squared. Now, is it asking for the derivative in this problem? I mean, it kind of is, but is it asking for you to simplify the derivative down and make it look really nice? Not really, right? We just need the slope out of this. So it's up to you when you want to plug your point in, because what you do to get your slope is you plug your point into here, and then that finds you your slope. So if you want to try to clean it up, you can, but you could also just plug the value for x in right now and then find your slope that way. It just depends which one's easier. I might clean it up just a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to plug in, but I'm not going to go like crazy cleaning this up. So this piece here would turn into 1 over 2 square root of x. Does everyone see where that comes from? The x to the negative half turns into a x to the half on the bottom. You could keep it as x to the half. I just think it's easier for people when you're plugging a point in to go, what's the square root of that, rather than what's that to the half. But either way, your brain should be doing the same thing. And then minus, and I might just leave this as is, so square root of x and then times 2x. You could combine those together, but it doesn't really help for this one. And then the denominator we'll leave like it is. So what am I plugging in now? 1, right? So find the slope at 1, and you just do that by plugging 1 into there. So I'll give you guys a minute head start. Okay, so slope at 1, I'm plugging 1 in. So I've got 1 plus 1, 2. We're good at that. And then here we've got 1 over 2 times square root of 1, which is just 1/2. Here we go, we got square root of 1 is 1, and in here 2 times 1, 2. I always write it out so I don't end up with a silly small error. So here I've got 1 plus 1 squared, so 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times a half, 1, minus 2 over 4, so what do I get? Is that what you guys had gotten to? Okay. So then this is my slope here. So you got your point, you got your slope, and all it's asking for is the equation of the tangent line. So you do your y minus y equals the slope, and x minus your x. Questions there? Okay, the later problems in this homework assignment challenge you a little bit, okay? Like the earlier ones are more just taking derivatives. The later ones, now on the AP test, they'll just have some take the derivatives. So those are definitely AP questions. Those later problems where you really have to think about what to do and how to do it, how to go about doing it, ones are AP questions as well. So I don't want you just going, oh, okay, these last few here I don't need to know how to do. Those ones are ones that you might have to ask on. And I might give you a hint and have you think about it before you just go to the answer book for those. I would not just go to the answer book right away. Okay? Are there any that people just had a terrible time with that we've started? Yeah, so those last ones, so I'll give you a hint on those, you know, and then, okay, so